Sure, there are a few traditions, my friends, in sports, like the Rose Bowl, and few traditions like Rose Bowl Hall of Famer Art Spander. Spander has attended every edition of the granddaddy of them all, held in Pasadena since 1954, starting with selling programs and then working as a journalist. The only one he missed was 2 years ago when it was held in Texas. I caught up with Art ahead of Monday's big game.
I grew up in LA, and in those days, that was the only event in town. I wanted to go, so I went as a program salesman, wore a white shirt, and I made $10 the first year, 54. 55, it rained like hell. That's the last time, and I was not prepared, and I remember I made like $5, $3. People were just giving away tickets.
The best Rose Bowl you've ever seen was?
Probably the one between Texas and USC.
He's going for the corner. He's got it.
Went down to the very end. And Rose Bowl has been very fortunate. They've had good games.
Let's go. USC wins it.
You remember they used to say the NFL championship, the Super Bowl, the games were boring, and now they're good. But the Rose Bowl has always been good.
Why do you think the Rose Bowl is so revered, and what has made it, up to this point, the big attraction that it is?
It happens in the middle of winter, in January, and very few locations where you could hold a sporting event. And of course, Southern California, and then the other bowl games were all in so-called warm weather areas, the Peach Bowl, now you have the Fiesta Bowl, etc. They all followed. But the Rose Bowl, as you know, they call it the granddaddy. They don't really need a label, but it's a good label. It was first, and it's just fun. The Tournament of Roses was special. My parents came from the East, and they talked about, they didn't go to the Rose Bowl game, they talked about the Tournament of Roses. You know, growing up in LA, there were very few sports. The Rose Bowl was so major. And now, of course, we have bowls all over. We have the Super Bowl. The World Cup has just been played, and that's enormous. But the Rose Bowl, to me, will always have a special place.
And the back-to-back Pac-12 champion Utah Utes will face Penn State. That will be on Monday. You know, sometimes you don't know how lucky you are.
Right.
But we here in the LA area, we know how lucky we are to have all of these wonderful events that we can go to.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, thank you so much.
You got it.